Take 3 Productions. I'm Chris Dolman. Here with me today, I've got Kees Cornelesa, Matthew Kearns, and I guess we can now make the announcement. Our newest member of the team, Chris Clark from No Man's Land Entertainment. Because the thing is, when people respond positively to people, we like to bring them in. That's how it works. We're like the Borg. We take the best of everything and we integrate it into us.
Wait. Then why is Evan here?
He's a Klingon.
Something like that. But that being said, though, it's tournament time, baby. Just as we're wrapping up our tournament for Worldwide Movie Trivia, we're about to start the Schmoedown and reactions galore. I'm excited, and we're finally getting our tournament preview today, so we're finding out who's facing who, and we're finding out, maybe some information that we kind of wanted to hear. Makuga's teammate. But that being said, I am just stoked to see what's in store for us today. Guys, any other thoughts? Kearns?
No. I'm just excited for the tournament. A little freaked out about how many videos we're going to have to do, but,
To be fair, if people like it and we keep getting the views, I'm not going to complain. Case?
I just hope that this is not a 40-minute video talking about things we already knew. I want some new stuff, so I'm looking for some announcements. Yeah, Makuga's teammate.
Please? That'd be awesome.
I don't think it's going to happen until the match.
Kearns? Shush. Clark?
Well, thank you guys for bringing me on. It's a really great honor. Secondly, there's 40 minutes. There has to be some little nugget of juice here for us to nip on that tenderness. Yum. Okay.
Not starting off on a good foot, Chris. Not starting off on a good foot.
Not starting off on a good foot. But yeah, there's got to be some nugget here.
No, that's an interesting point, Clark. But you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Let's do this. Let's watch this video. We click play in 3, 2, 1, play.
This is gonna be good.
I hope there's some fries with these nuggets.
Jesus Christ. How long did it take you to come up with that? Oh,
Ooh,
my God.
graphics.
I love that logo.
Hello and welcome to a special edition of Inside Schmoedown. I'm Kat Knapsack, and we're here to preview the Ultimate Schmoedown Movie Trivia Tournament Teams Edition. And with me are two people who know this competition inside and out, the Commissioner, Christian Harloff, and the only champion in the tournament, former champion John the Outlaw Roca. Gentlemen, welcome for this big preview.
I'm excited. We got to do this
because
last year. We weren't on the
Catfish
special
knows
last
what
year, but it
actually
sure
we
didn't piss you off when we did it. But we are here to kind of break down this entire tournament, who we think, who the teams are in it. It was 8 teams once, and now it's 16.
But let's start there, Christian.
Sure.
Why the expansion? We have a lot of great teams. Is that just the reason?
Well, I think that the way it came about was that there were these 7 teams that had already kind of qualified to be in it. And then I'm looking at that last, it was supposed to be critically acclaimed versus DC Movie News. And I'm like, how do we have this tournament without having these teams in there? And then Sam Levine and McWeeny wanted to be a team. And then Makuga says he's got a new partner. He wants to be in a team and all this stuff. And I'm like, how do we not just make this thing 16? So we maneuvered it to where we would be able to air matches on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for a couple of weeks. That was improved. We were able to get that going.
Yeah.
The support was there, and there you have it.
So to be clear, we have a match on Friday, then you come back Tuesday, and then boom, we got a lot of
Then
matches.
it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for at least 2 or 3 weeks potentially.
Yep.
All right.
It's a lot of Schmoedown. It's a lot. And people have been asking for more and more Schmoedown, and this is a way to give it to them. And the fluid nature of this has been amazing for you, Christian, as the commissioner. Like, you've adapted and improvised into these situations and brought these teams in. So now it's an even more exciting tournament. Like
I
you
feel
said,
bad
was
for
in the previous
Skalinsky
iteration,
for
not
finding
special,
so many
but,
questions.
You know,
Oh,
you saw
God.
this, and you guys are former
Consecutively.
champions, so you and Ellis were former champions. You're not part of it
Poor
this time.
man.
That's how talent-rich that we can survive not having the former champions from 2015 in it and still be a considerably awesome
Well,
tournament.
that's a great point, because if you look at it, the singles division was really what built this thing.
Yeah,
It really was. The singles division built it, and the team league for a little bit, like when we were going at it for the belts, there were not a lot of other teams really around. We were the two top teams, and now there's tons of teams that could hold that belt. There are so many teams, and I think there's about 15, 16 of them in there that all have a shot.
Now, we all here have competed in these Schmoedown tournaments in one way or another. I was in some of the early ones. It's evolved well past that. So I want to ask you guys, especially you as an active competitor in this tournament, and you as a former winner of these kind of things here and a top dog in these things here. What do these tournaments mean, and what does this tournament mean for competitors going forward?
Well, I think for me, if we were coming off a loss in our second attempt to beat the Patriots, and I know this is the most talent-rich tournament I'm ever going to be a part of to this point. There's so many great teams in it, and there's so many unknown factors. Who's going to know? Who's going to know what about what? How are they going to play out? And I think the teams themselves, who are new teams, are not going to know how they're going to be playing in these matches because they don't really know 100% how much their teammate knows, and that's going to add a lot to the drama and the enjoyment of the matches. So I think that just makes me more excited to be a part of it, and the challenge is greater. The training is harder. The focus has to be more on point to beat these people, to beat all these people, to get our shots back at the belts, and that's what we want. Matt and I want those belts back.
Well, you know what it also is, what this tournament has proven since its inception in 2014, it builds stars. 2014, you'd say that Riley was probably, and Makuga were the probably two big stars to come out of that one. In 2015, obviously with the Schmoes winning, showing that we knew our stuff, but JTE became a star in that, and what he was able to do. Top 10 made their name debut inside of that tournament. We had ETC, and then last year, obviously, John Roca made a name for himself in that tournament last year, and Mark Ellis, of course, doing what he did, showing people he doesn't just crack jokes. He can win the whole damn thing. So this year, there are just so many potential teams that could be those breakout stars. Who's going to be the team? Who's going to be the one that is playing in the spectacular against the Patriots? Will it be the old vets? Will it be the former champs? Will it be the new dogs? Will it be some fans? We don't know, but that's what's so exciting about it.
Yeah, because if you go all the way here, Christian, that's 4 victories on your record, charging towards the title. John, you want those 4 victories.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And if we get those 4 victories and we get to where we need to be to face whoever's going to be the champion, I think the Patriots are going to be the champion. Yeah, the Patriots are champion. We'll have earned our shot. So whoever comes out of this tournament, having won 4 times, no matter who it is, will have earned their shot legitimately at the Patriots. And there's something you can hang your hat on. I survived this incredible tournament to have a shot at these belts, and Matt and I have never been more focused for anything in our lives. And I've climbed out of the mistakes I made in that last attempt at the belts, and so I'm ready. And I know a lot of teams, speaking to a lot of the competitors in all the different teams, they're ready as well.
Yeah, Christian, we have 16 teams we're going to start going through here. And, the Patriots, 7-0 with these 4 defenses now?
4 title defenses.
They are fighting champions.
If you look at this past Friday's match, man, I mean,
7 wins in a row.
Yeah. They really did it. And I'll tell you one thing. I saw a couple comments, people going, no matter what you do, it's like, I don't like the sudden death rolls, anticlimactic. That's the best sudden death roll ever, because had they all gotten it right, it could have kept going, like Star Wars did. And I love the way it played out. And JTE had it. It wasn't anticlimactic at all. It was right there. It's that last shot. Who do you know? How much do you know? Can you get it when it counts? And JT got it when it counts.
And the poetic justice of that as well. JT having ridden out the last 2 years, getting hassled for mispronunciations, getting hassled for missing
his career
questions.
stunk last year.
Yeah, exactly. All these things. It is the redemption of JT to a degree because, and him messing up that question earlier in the match, that cost them the match, the 3-pointer, and then coming back and nailing that with no one else could have got.
The redemption of JT is tough for me to swallow. A little evil, still a little evil. But all right, one of these 16 teams will be taking on the Patriots for the title at the end of this all. Not necessarily attached to a tournament. This is a tournament to get to that match. But let's start going through them here. One of the first ones up, Christian, is Team Trek versus Cinema Blend.
Trek versus Cinema Blend. Now, this is a team in Cinema Blend with their own 1 record. Do not let that.
We haven't seen them in a while.
They put a very good showing up against DC.
Nah, but
they played
Trek's gonna win.
Last question.
Yeah.
Some people thought that the Badgers question should have potentially.
I forget how good Cinema Blend did.
They should be sitting at 1-0. But Eric and Connor are really good competitors. I think that Eric might be the stronger of the player by a little bit, but Connor certainly knows a lot. But Trek had a great start. 3-0, got a chance. Some, there was a different buzzing system back then. Some say that Mance was the one that hit that buzzer first, and they should be the champions at this point. but they weren't. Then they lost that match right afterwards to Team Heroes.
Are the Buzzers
and
dead
they were
now
3-2,
because they now
I
changed
like
the
Trek in
sudden
this
death?
match. I think that
No,
think that
they
Mance-
still use
They
them
still have
if-
the buzzers.
Yeah,
if
they
Mance
still use
is
them.
way
for
play
title
against
matches.
Bibiani, and if
Okay,
Mance is
yeah,
able,
you're right.
and Inman does something to Mance, he's able to calm him down. And when he does, Mance is very dangerous, as you know.
Yeah.
And so if that Mance can
As
show
Roca
up,
knows.
I think that Trek is a good for a win in this one.
In Mance, Roca,
Yeah.
we've seen Mance. He talked about some of the good stuff.
Yeah.
We've seen him win, but kind of flail against Hal Rudnick.
Right.
Do you think he and Inman still have it in him?
I think what Kristen says is absolutely right. Inman has a way of calming Mance down. Nose does the same thing for me. Like, Mance and I are extremely excitable competitors. You need that stabilizing force. Inman provides it. But what I've discovered with Inman recently in conversations with him about the Schmoedown, there's an edge to him now. There's an edge to Inman that he wants to prove himself. We saw it come out in that one with Snyder where he made that comment about the war.
that's true.
Like, he snapped back.
He's
There's
got a lot of personality.
exactly,
Yeah.
and there's an edge to Inman, and he wants it. And I think Mance is starting to understand, like, okay, I can deal with the barbs from the fans sometimes because the result is winning these matches. And I think he's starting to understand how to, like, wrangle this Schmoedown and make it work for him.
And this is why the tournament works, Harloff, because you got a team like Cinema Blend, got some skills, haven't had a chance to show as much. They can make their name here. And for Inman and Mance, these are beloved players with a lot of supporters who've not taken that big step forward. They've come close, little buzzers, big losses, but they're still respected by the fans. This is a chance for them to change their future as well.
Hashtag who you got.
Who you got? I'll tell you this. An
Trek.
unknown factor. I'm going to
Trek.
go with Cinema Blend.
Okay.
Trek.
Who do you have in this
I'm
one?
gonna
I
go
got Team
Trek.
I
Yeah.
think Trek as well.
All right.
Trek Cinema Blend. All right. Then after that, one of the matches we're looking at is a young up-and-coming team. I talk about them often on the live show every Thursday. It sometimes pains me. I think they're part of the future of this league. It's Team Action. Drew and Ben Bateman versus Deep Cuts, which is, Thad and Aaron, the behind-the-scenes guys, who, well, they've come
All right,
into the light
let's say,
and shown that they belong.
What editing stuff are they going to do
I
here?
love all of these guys. I think that,
never mind.
that what Deep
Okay.
Cuts has done, remember, against IGN, even though they wind up, the team formerly known as IGN, that they wind up going out on their swords.
I
and still
actually,
put up a nice fight against
it's a
some very
toss-up
good
if
teams.
Action
Aaron and
wins.
Thad
They've
are
only
good
won
players.
so
They know
far
a
by
lot.
hitting
They just
Action
don't
on the
have that
wheel.
shine on them
So
the way that other competitors do because they're not
Not true.
guys, but they do know not.
Their first
they
match
do know
against
a lot of
Night
people shouldn't
Sisters,
sleep on them. But
they
I will tell
didn't
you
get
that,
Action.
Action
Oh,
are
okay.
some of my favorite dudes. They really are, even though they're despicable a lot of the
Yeah.
times. The reasons why is that these
They're
guys are
awesome.
so
We're
locked into the game. I get phone calls from Ben Bateman all of the time. How
That's one of
locked
the
in he
best,
is and how serious
entrances.
he is taking this. They want to go all the way. They want to play the Patriots. They believe they are
We've never
better
seen those
heels
chairs
than
again.
the Patriots. They believe that they really want to do. They want to prove that they know more than Action because their last two rounds they've gotten lucky and landed on Action. So I don't know what it's going to be. I think it could be a close match, but I think that Action could pull it out.
I
If-
think
but they
Action
still have
wins.
to get something that it's in their wheelhouse, but they're pretty strong competitors.
Yeah, I'm giving it
All
to
right.
Action, too.
What are you thinking of this?
I
one
think
here?
Team Action.
I'll
they remind
side
me
with
of
the
the old Team
editors.
Top 10. They're hungry. They're driven. They're figuring out how to play the game.
Yeah.
And Ben and I have had a couple of Twitter battles recently.
Do you
online,
side with
just going
Matt?
back and forth.
Old
little
dog,
playful
new dog,
joke.
yeah.
Exactly. I can sense the young lion coming
Yep,
in to
yep.
take the old
Yeah.
lion. I sense that, and it's fun to be in this position now. I remember being the young lion. It's
Right.
not that far away. But I think with Deep Cuts has the advantage here because Aaron sees
So
all the
it's
matches
a
when he edits.
20-year
He knows the
age
game.
gap?
Exactly. He knows the game. He knows who's good at what. That can come into play in this match. I do think
Nothing
Team
but
Action
love, Roca.
wants it.
Nothing
They're
but love.
driven in a different way than I've seen before. So I give them the edge here, but not by much.
All right, I'm going to take Team Action. You know what? They're one of my contending teams. I'm not necessarily saying they're going all the way,
Yeah.
but they're going to emerge from this bigger stars than they already are. Let's stay on this side of the bracket.
Team
It's
Action. They're
what
my
I'm calling
favorite
the
team in
left
the
side of
Schmoedown.
bracket.
Let's do it.
Is there a fancy name for it?
Left side.
Left side of the bracket. We have
Team
a
Action moves
new
the steel.
team,
DC Movie
but
News.
old familiar faces. Old not being a comment on anything. It is Mark the Android and Draco and Robert Meyer at their team
this
versus Team Heroes.
is
Which is,
something.
is that the name now? So
Blofeld's
Blofeld's.
They said
Oh
it-
my
they said it
God.
at the end
We're
of,
all in agreement. We're on
Patriots
Rob's
game.
side, right?
They also, I mean,
I didn't know if that was official
well,
yet.
Burnett
yeah.
leaked it on the Facebook group a couple days before, but they also
Yeah,
brought it up
Because
I'm
of
on Blofeld's
Draco?
side.
Yes.
Match in
Okay.
post-interview.
I'm on the side of
Blofeld's
Blofeld's
cat
cat
based
in
off the
this
old
one.
Bond villain, which I thought was kind of
Right.
fitting.
Yeah,
after
Blofeld's cat.
Nope.
with
Blofeld's
Bond
cat
and,
total.
Andraco
It's
and
totally
Burnett.
different from
I
his
actually want to
on-set personality.
defer
That's
to the
great.
former champion here with his old stablemate.
Johnny?
Yeah, listen, Burnett is Burnett's he's an X factor. Burnett, you never know what Burnett you're going to get. I saw Burnett win the title, then I saw Burnett crap the bed. So you just never know what you're going to get. And Draco's one of the most consistent performers you'll ever see, and he's angry. Like when
Except
he loses,
when he
that
gets
man
Star
takes it
Wars.
hard for days. He simmers.
Slow
That's
simmer,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Love is not love sometimes.
That
on his
hurt.
end. You know, he gets real
That hurt.
into these
That
things. And
hurt
I
so
think
much.
that team is so combustible. They can go all the way or flame out. You just never know. And those are the best teams to watch. And for me, I think they do have the edge here to a degree over Team Heroes. I know Hector
crap
Navarro
talk in
and all
that
that, but I think
match is gonna
Schnepp
be
at times
amazing.
doesn't show up when he was on Team Heroes. So I
The
think there's a
kayfabe is gonna
dangerous
be
factor there that
glorious.
Hector might have to carry too much in this match, and we'll see. But I really
Hector
do think
Navarro.
Hector and John
Listen,
came up for the first time. This is
It comes down to
You know, the way that
how
works is
good
that,
is
look,
Hector.
John Schnepp built this team of heroes.
Yeah,
You
because
gotta look at it like a
Because
baseball
Schnepp
team. He's the
is
captain
not
of
good at
heroes. So
trivia.
he's
And
allowed
if
to
Hector
shift in
can't
and out.
pull
Like,
it
it's not the
out,
same as like top 10.
Blofeld's
Top 10
cat wins.
formed
Yeah,
as better.
Blofeld's
It was the
Blofeld's
team.
got
So if
gonna
they
win
break
this.
up ever,
the problem is Hector's
then-
never won a team
sorry,
match.
but
Or
if
the
they
his
did,
team
that's
matches
the
with
end of the team. You know, it's the
Right.
same
Adam
thing.
with
Lubbock.
his
Hero.
Wolves
Adam
Steel
Lubbock.
came together,
He
same
lost
type of
both
thing.
of those.
But Heroes, that was John Schnepp. who-
One
that's why
to
he was always able
Robert
to
Meyer
keep
Burnett and John
people that he
Campion.
wanted to. As long as John Schnepp wants to call his
So-
team Heroes, he can put whoever he wants in there and call it Heroes. And those 3-1 victories, he traded away his quarterback. He didn't want the quarterback anymore.
They
He
should
got
have
rid of him
had
and brought
them
in
be
Hector
2-1
Don't let
and
Hector
given
Navarro as the
Blofeld's
intermediate
cat a
champion fool you as far as he
a
has a
win,
very good overall knowledge.
because Robert
of
really won
film.
that second
He's
match.
young, but he knows a lot of stuff.
But-
And the one thing that Heroes has always had, doesn't matter what version of it, they keep it in that freaking comic book category.
Yeah.
And if you get Schnepp and Hector to hit that, it could be lights out for
That's
Blofeld's
true.
cat. But
Yeah.
I think
But
that
if
their
if
overall
Blofeld's cat
film
hits like
knowledge
James
is- and
Bond,
That's
that's
funny because you know what I should say overall recall.
Blofeld's
because Schnepp has a
cat
very
gets
good
comic
overall
book
film
movies.
knowledge. His recall is just not that great. So
But I
That's
mean,
also gonna be
film
fun.
knowledge, and recall, I'm going to give
Yeah.
the edge to Blofeld's cat, but I see this one going down to the wire.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Blofeld's cat just because we've seen what
I love how they
do
just
down
say
at
it
the
naturally.
free-for-all.
Blofeld's
And
cat.
Burnett's
It's
had
such
highs and he's had
an
lows, but
oxymoron team
even,
name. It's great.
Even you have to respect what he can do.
Oh, absolutely. That's why we wanted to keep him in the Horsemen. His loss felt for me deeper than Viviani's loss. I had connected more with Burnett than Viviani. Viviani was still new, still young, still raw. Burnett was an established champion. He was the captain for a reason. And so I want
Even
to
though
see what he
Bibbs
does. I'd
joined
like to meet him. If
before
we take care of our
Robert.
business, I wouldn't
Okay.
mind seeing him in the second round. Why not?
Well, that's quite possible
Yeah.
because in this left side of the bracket, the next
Either way, he
final
lost
match in
two of the
this
best
left
players in
side
the league.
is Real Rejects versus Top 10.
The
John.
top 10 is
So,
gonna knock
I
him out.
mean, what are you thinking going in?
This is an interesting.
That's a
matchup.
weird
You know,
matchup.
you watch the
Yeah,
March
interesting
Madness. You see
matchup.
16 versus 1. This is
Yeah.
not a 16 team. Real Rejects. John Humphrey showed at the free
See,
for all.
here's the funny
what
thing.
he
I
can
want
do.
to
Greg Alba
immediately
is getting
dismiss,
stronger
but
and stronger as he
I
goes.
can't.
think Greg
Same
Sampson is
here.
growing
I
out,
don't
makes
wanna
him stronger and
immediately
more wiser
dismiss
about that
them.
film. And so Matt and I,
You
when
feel like
we
something
heard, we
might
saw the
happen.
bracket, we
You
saw
know,
the matchup,
you
we
never
both
know.
said,
It's
these are not,
this
is not
this
gonna be a
game is
cakewalk
Mario
at all. I
Kart
know we're ranked
sometimes.
#1, but this is not.
They could get a first
We
bomb.
are taking them
Yeah.
very seriously. They're a strong team.
Or a blue
I think
shell,
we're
and
still going to beat them. I think we're driven to get to those
never know.
belts once more, and but they're going to pose a very.
That's the thing. I just
challenge.
think
Sounds like a good
Nost
approach,
and
Christian. He's
Maroka
got
are a
good
little bit
attitude
more
towards his team. You
driven.
can't take anyone lightly. What are we going to expect from Real Rejects?
The Real Rejects, first of all,
Yeah, but
are
Nost
super
is
happy that IGN dropped
arguably
out of
a-
it because they were able
Maybe
to
a
get
weaker
that
link
spot.
than both
Um,
Humphrey and
Real Rejects. I
what's
talked
his
before about
opponent's
don't
name?
let
Greg
Robert
Alba.
fool you. 1 and
Greg
3 does not
Alba.
show what they are
He's
capable of.
arguably
They had Wolves
a
of
weaker
Steel
player than
who
both of them.
all
So
they
it
had to
might
do was
even
pick
out.
a category that they would have been terrible at, and they gave them. They wanted to be nice. It worked against them. Wolves of Steel got a lot of points and wound up beating them. And then they had double toasted beat it. Beat it? Beat it.
The only reason they
And so then
they
wound
lost
up
to
losing
Wolves of
them.
Steel
So
too is because they gave
essentially
them
they should
a
be
wheel
3-1.
spin for opponent's choice.
They really
They
should,
just
if
said
you
that.
look
Yeah.
at the way that they have played. However, they're just very unlucky. So I think that they're coming in here to prove. I think that the intimidation factor is going to be something. You guys are the only former champions in this whole thing. You have a lot of experience. Not only are you the former team champion, you're the former singles champion,
All right.
and they know that.
Oh, that was
Watch the matches.
painful.
They've
That
reacted
hurt.
to matches. They know John Roca. They're aware of John Roca, and
Anytime
I
you
think it's
group
gonna,
Christian
I think
and
that
John,
would
you get a
be
good match,
intimidating
though.
for them. I think it will
Ugh,
be. They'll put on a
yes.
show because they're one of the most entertaining teams.
Hashtag
But I mean,
blindfolds.
not just to
Hashtag
beef you up to the
blindfold,
table. I
baby.
think this might be a very easy win
Yep.
for Top 10.
I wouldn't bet against you in front of your face.
Thank you.
Or behind your back. Top 10. I got you going, too.
Appreciate it.
Let's
Yeah,
move to the
top
right side of the
Sir.
bracket, gentlemen. We've got a couple teams coming in with a little bit of heat. A little bit of heat. It's rising. That degrees. 6 of them are getting hotter. 6 degrees versus DC Movie News, and there's some contention here, Christian.
Well, the
DC
contention comes
Movie
from
News.
Kalinowski and
They're
Chandler.
my top
This
3
has been
favorites.
building up. It was built up on,
Ah.
on Twitter.
I'm gonna say
Boy.
Kalinowski.
On the Schmo
Yeah,
show. It was built up and they
Kalinowski
had their
makes
singles
that
match.
team, man.
Mike
I
Kalinowski
can't believe I'm
wound up getting
saying
that
this, but I
victory, and
think
at
I
the
have
end,
to
Brianna
go
Chandler
6
said that
degrees.
we were basically shoving Kalinowski down
That's
our
fine.
throats.
By
That's
way
why
of
people love him so much
experience.
now. She is very
Fair.
disturbed
Yeah.
by Mike Kalinowski. She doesn't like the fact that he's getting all this attention, and she has been making a case for it. And they've been taunting him. In
Yeah,
his
I
loss
don't
to
know.
Rachel Cushing, they came into the.
It's a good
into the
matchup.
match
It's
and he
even.
started singing the song that he had
Very
missed.
good
Okay, I'll
match.
give it
Rachel
the 6
Cushing.
degrees.
They have been
But,
taunting him. She threw the pudding at him.
they're
at
both
the
really
end of the
good.
match. She is having a fun time doing that. Jay Washington is very, very excited to get this team in there because he wants them to be the champions. They have been improving. So 6 degrees against DC Movie News is something to watch.
Absolutely, John. These two teams bring
Yeah.
a lot to the table.
I agree, and you know, if there's anyone who's understanding mental warfare in the Schmoedown, it is Brianna Chandler. Like she
With
is
how they're
really
talking
doing it,
about
and
each
Stacey
team, I
is
think we are gonna
answering
get
these questions. She is knocking them out of the
She's
park.
Makuga's
She
teammate.
really has. She's one of these people that's come in. You saw her be a bit shaky initially, and then she has really applied herself, and she is answering questions. She is winning matches. Like it's an amazing combination with Team 6 You can't count them out. But DC Movie News is interesting because Kalinowski, after that loss, after that Puddin loss, you know, I'm a personal friend of his. I've seen him bear down. I saw he texted me all weekend.
He's
How do
taking
you-
it serious.
Yeah,
too.
he takes it very serious. How do I get past this? And who's his partner? Eric?
No, his partner is Adam Gertler.
Adam.
Silent assassin.
So that's right, and Adam does his business. You know,
Yeah.
Kalinowski is the talker of the two. Adam just keeps quiet and does what he does. They're a great balance.
Isn't that funny though? Because that's the point. Is that they're 1-0, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you look at like, 'cause he's even the former champion was like, well, who's his partner?
Right.
Because of the silence. Because Kalinowski has been the guy
He's
outspoken.
been
But
the star so far.
don't
yeah.
sleep on Gertler though. Is
No.
the thing.
No. Oh,
Gertler
God,
knows his
no.
stuff. But
I'll
if I'm
argue
gonna give you
Gertler
who
was
you
the one who
got,
won the match
I'm gonna go
for
6
them.
degrees in this one. I think 6 degrees is gonna edge it out. I think Stacey Howard is gonna come to play, and I think this is a third round battle with 6 degrees getting.
Yeah. Stacy and Brianne, this is a team that first found their footing and then found their voice, and then Jay Washington joins and just makes that voice louder. And
What a
they got a
personality
lot
Jay
going
is.
in. I'm going with 6 degrees as well, John.
Yeah, I'm gonna take DC Movie
What a
News.
weirdo
know,
that man
I think
is.
Mike, you know, he suffered some inner geekdom losses, but I personally know his knowledge of film. It is more than just geek stuff. And with his partner there, I think those two have a great wealth of knowledge, and they might just squeak this one out if they get the right category in round 2. I think that's essential between these two. Whoever spins the right category may take this match.
That wheel makes a lot of matches. And then on the next match in this bracket, the winner of that team that match would face the winner of Nerds Watch, me and the Crusher, Rachel Cushing, versus a new team. Christian, please tell me about this team.
Oh, God.
Above the line.
Bye, Ken. Bye, Rachel.
And the
Yeah.
Sam Levine.
Ah,
Why
yeah.
would you do that to me?
Well,
Above the
listen,
line.
This is what happened. The way that this all.
I would go
came is that
McQueenie.
we had,
The thing
Sam
is-
Levine and was looking for a partner.
Rachel
His
and
partner
Ken just really
was
complement each other. We
Christian.
don't know about
That was
how
that was
good.
supposed to happen. It just didn't happen.
If Sam Levine's going to step up,
Ken
that's the thing.
eventually was able to.
I don't
they
think
have-
I can choose.
Sam
It
and
made
Drew
sense,
have
and you guys
different
been great.
movie
2-1. McQueenie was
Yeah.
also looking.
I say,
for
yeah,
a team,
McQueenie's
and
got the
McQueenie was
geek
always the one to
stuff.
say, he's not the one
Levine's
out
got
there
the obscure
on the
stuff.
mic. Like, he just plays
Yeah.
the game and he wants somebody.
McQueenie also has
Yeah,
classics.
and he
Levine
knows
has
that. He doesn't try to
comedy,
pretend. And he said, I need somebody with a little
and
some
80
flair, someone who
no.
can be funny on the mic and
I
do
don't know.
better than Sam Levine.
McQueenie has
I've seen
80s. He does 80s all
like
over
6 foot
podcasts, and
6 foot
McQuenie has
character,
classics
and
too.
Sam
You guys
isn't.
are right.
You
I
know,
mean,
like,
Levine
and the
also
two of them
Levine's
together,
got
it's
and
gonna
Levine's
be
got
humorous to watch
90s.
them together, but I
and
cannot
up-
wait to
up
see
the
it.
wazoo,
But they are
so-
going to. But when I say humorous,
And
I
at least
mean,
one
they're not gonna
Tarantino
laugh at
movie.
as far as the knowledge
No,
goes
I'm not
because
laughing at them.
They are.
I mean,
they are
yeah.
solid.
As long
Sam
as Drew
Levine,
knows his
he
animated,
needs somebody to
then
fill in
they're-
some of those comic book movie gaps
Right.
and the Star Wars stuff. Drew McQueenie is that guy. There are things that Sam doesn't know that Drew does, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But they certainly have
That's
holes in
really
the game.
the
We saw
tar-
that when McQueenie lost to Snyder, and we've seen it in the past with Levine. He's lost a couple times in the singles, so it's
You
not
wanna
a
admit-
sure shot because you got Rachel Cushing, who is the clear front runner clear front runner of
Oh,
Rookie
God,
of the
that
Year
was awesome.
overall right now. I mean,
That
she's
editing.
just a triple threat within her geekdom teams and singles. She's a wealth of knowledge. She really is. And you have been a guy that you like you said, you know what you know, but what you know a lot.
Right.
And that's what if you get
They're
certain
just a
things,
perfect
you
team.
don't try to pretend and try to come back to your memory. Oh, I've never seen it, not going to answer it. But there's a lot that you do know. There's a lot from you take in. This is a tough match. This is going to be a hard match. I'm going to go with even though you're the higher ranked, I'm going to go with the upset, and I'm going to say Nerds Watch. Wow. I know a lot of people are saying because the reason why this is even able to be ranked is because they're such a lower team, but these are two top singles competitors going up. I think the dynamic is something to work to look
well,
at too.
if Rachel can take out McWeeny, I think there are times that I feel like it beats Sam, and there's other times Sam, he's a free-for-all winner for a reason. John, you don't have to be nice to me.
No. I actually do.
And he
I think,
played
one of the
number
advantages of sitting
35,
in the
Tom
crowd with other
Dagnino.
competitors is you see them react to matches.
To
you
be
see
fair,
them
to be the
go in and
devil's
out, you see them
advocate,
when they
he
come
did
off
put
the
up a
set,
fight
what
against
their
Dan
reactions are
Earl.
like.
So
Rachel, from
Yes, he
someone
did.
who has
We're
been
just
so nervous to start this process,
Oh,
has
yeah,
quickly understood the Schmoedown. She's a
I mean,
fantastic
I could
partner for
see
you, Ken.
how
Ken, you've been doing this for a while. You know the
I
games.
might
You know
change
the
my
in and outs
vote.
of the games.
I
You're
might,
closer in
I
the
could
matches.
actually
You get
see
it.
Drew.
You both have an incredible
That's a
amount of
hard one.
knowledge. So
That's
to
going to
me,
be close
I never
as hell.
count the Nerds Watch out of anything.
Yeah, it's
3
gonna
and
be
1.
close,
That
but
one was
I'm
so
still
close.
saying above the line.
I'm sorry, 2 and 1, but that one was so close. And so those things that you can't count. That, but the Godfather, my God, the Godfather. What can you say? The man walks in, wins or
I'm
loses,
waiting for that
walks out. There is no reaction. There's no and he
match
doesn't
that's like
even
that
stick
team
around to let you
action and
think,
Nerds
is
Watch
he
match where it
settled,
went
run
to
settled?
like
You don't know.
7-7
Sam's the
deaths.
one. You know, it reminds me of Manute Bol and Muggsy Bogues. For those of you that remember, that's what the combination is like. But their knowledge is great, and Sam earned his shot at that. In the Money in the Bank. So what can you say about that? The Sam knows what he knows. The Godfather may be he may be able to make up for whatever Sam doesn't know. But I still think 2-on-2, you guys are just better at it.
The one thing that I'm not going to do, though, is I'm not going to anoint people champions on paper anymore. Everybody does that. Like the Facebook group, they see two people together that have been good, and they right away they say that dynamic, that's going to be. We haven't seen them work together. We don't even know how well they know each other.
Right.
We know that you guys know each other well. We know that you work well. We know that what Indian
We know that
does
allegedly
with,
you two were
you're starting
dating,
to
but
do
that's
with
not the
Rachel.
case.
I think if Rachel can get out of her head in the two big events she's been in, the two worst that we've seen her, free for all and collision. In the first round, second round she's pretty good at collision, but it's because the big game got to her. Because remember, she was an editor who did not ask to be in front of the spotlight. She just wanted to play the game. She wasn't ready for all the crowd and everything too. She never asked for it, and she's been handling it tremendously.
Yes.
But it's still, we have to remember that she's only like 6 months into being on camera. So, but I think that's why she has this man, and I think that they got a good shot. And her advantage is learning quickly.
Buchanan is the opposite of an
In the
introvert.
Crusher. In the Crusher and Trust.
They complement
Next up,
each
we
other
have
fantastically.
interesting matchup here. Talk about
Grizzly
people
and-
crowned. Christian, this is one of the favorites. In fact, I'm going to say it. This is my favorite to win the entire tournament. It is critically acclaimed. William Bibiani and his partner Whitney Seibold, and they're taking on, we call
Seibold.
them the fans from Arizona, the kids from Arizona, but they are close to shaking
That's
that
stunk.
label.
As much as I
just
like
being
late to the party,
competitors. That's late to the
critically
party.
acclaimed is going to win.
This is going to be
I would hope.
a battle.
I hope you would all vote for
but
that. That team is
just have
going
not
to
seen a team
start.
debut the way critically acclaimed.
And Ken
did.
knows what's up.
William Bibiani, as we know, I know pain Judy here, but he's one of the best we've ever seen in that first round.
He thinks
I
he's the
love
best
that.
overall, John.
He does, but he is
regardless of record.
Listen, 7 points, 8 points. I mean, he's one of the few guys that has gotten 8 points 2 or 3 different times. He really knows his stuff. And then you partner that with Whitney, who gets a perfect round with the bonus, his debut. They have a decent second round, but they just had so many points in the first one that they win TKO against only stupid answers. I just don't see a scenario where late to the party can hold them off. I think that the first
They'll
and
come
that's not
close,
taking
though, and that's
anything
what
away from Late to
scares
the party. They had a tremendous showing against Team Action, and had Action not gotten Action, maybe Late to the Party is 1-0. Vanessa's good for 4 to 5 points, and Robert proved he's also one of the guys. He's one of the elite who has gotten 8 points and then the bonus. So I think that they'll put up a fight. I just think, once again, someone like Bibiani and now partner with Seibold might be too much for these kids to handle.
I kind of agree with you there. They're the underdog, John.
Yeah.
And yet,
Listen, what do you want me to say? Bibiani pulled what he pulled. The thing is this. The man thinks he knows more than he knows. And that's always dangerous in this game. We've seen him come in, kick butt against Andraco, and break that record and all that. but then stumble against JT, stumble against Christian. So the thing is, there's a hubris factor with Bibiani that at times he can get ahead of himself. I don't know how much of that is within Whitney. We saw their tag team match where they won mirrors how Bibiani beat Andreyko. Everybody came away, they go, oh, these are the new champions. These are the new champions. But this game has a way of bringing you back down to earth and humbling you if you don't respect it. And I think at times Bibiani doesn't respect the game. And if you don't respect the game is not going to respect you. And so, and I like Robert and Vanessa. I love underdogs. I think late to the party has a real legitimate shot. They were so close to winning their match. And so, and we saw what Tim Franco could do. So these guys all hang out with each other, all talk movies with each other. They know what they're talking about. And I know for me, if I'm going to drive 6 hours from Arizona, I want to win the match. So I think I think this is going to be an upset. For me personally, I just want to see an upset. I just want to see an upset.
Do you really believe that? I don't know. It might be your heart. I guess it might be your heart. And I think.
No, I want to.
Now, if it was Team K3, then yes, it would be an upset. But, you know,
it's 7 hours on that 40.
I'm kidding.
California. All right.
I mean, me and Jacob on a team. Come on.
I got them going all the way.
Oh, you got
it. I got them going all the way.
Okay.
All the way.
All
right. They'll be taking on the winner of Wolves of Steel, which is Clark and Mark Riley. We know that. And Josh McCouga and a bunch of question marks.
Who's he taking?
Bunch of question marks. I have no intel on this.
There's so many rumors out there. I mean, there's been so many names that have been thrown out there. Polls on Facebook. He's keeping it close to the vest.
I love you guys, but
I don't know if we're going to know until the day we get to the damn match. To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. He could debut it at the end of a match.
That was what I was hoping.
Be on the lookout for it because that's what he wants to do. The Wolves of Steel, the reason that they're playing again is because Riley was, after your match, the triple threat, Riley was, that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to play anymore. And then we saw that Clark was like, I understand that. I respect that. Can you give me one more run just in this thing? If we can get to the title shot, I would love it. If not, then you step back and, no harm, foul. And Riley said, of course. That's the kind of relationship they have. And here we are. I think that they're too determined right now. I think they got a legitimate shot to take this whole thing.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Shut up.
I mean, maybe if he teams up with Dan Murrell, they got a shot. Maybe if Andy Signora comes into it, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know who he's going to pick. It's hard for me to bet against Wolves of Steel right now.
He picks Dan
I'll have
Murrell.
a better shot of understanding once I see who he debuts with. That's
yeah,
going to be the
that is Makuga versus Clark and Riley versus Murrell.
Because we don't know.
We've had that before.
Until probably
what if it's Ellis?
It has
to
go
ahead and I'm going to say Wolves.
Okay. That's what Evan thinks. It might be Ellis. I think it could be. Like, he's not in the team tournament.
I love everything about him there. I don't know. Unless it's a miracle, like pulling out a Dan Murrell for a partner.
I'm going to say
I gotta go with
Makuga in his
pedigree there. It's a championship caliber pedigree. Mark is motivated not just for himself, it's also for Clark.
I mean, you have to.
And Clark is one of the favorites.
I want Wolves of Steel to win so we get potentially critically acclaimed versus
I'm not just loved by the fans.
That's what I want.
What I can do.
That's what
just for me and Chris to go at it. Who's a bigger fan?
I agree with you guys. I think Wolves as well. Makuga is an incredible unknown.
Wolves of Steel.
Whenever we face him, I beat him, and it was by the skin of my teeth. What happened with Dagnino, who saw that coming? We thought that was going to be a wipeout, and it wasn't. So with Makuga, you just don't know what you're going to get, and now add in this other element that you don't know who his partner is going to be. Right. So there's a lot going on. It's one of the things that I love about this year's tournament is there's a lot of unknowns. So you don't know how this is going to go. So it's fun.
Feel good.
Casual observer, or the ardent
why you
observer
do this to me?
Enjoy and watch this tournament to see who's going to step up. But I think Wolves of Steel have this one. One, because a Mark Riley who doesn't care, and by that I mean he's no pressure on him. He's got nothing to lose. He's got no pressure on him.
What do you know about Mark Riley?
Yeah, exactly. Having faced him 3 times and plus, the
4,
Mark,
right?
Yeah, that's what I said. 3+. Yeah. Mark has been a fantastic competitor. He is one of my favorite people to play against because he pushes you like nobody's business. And Clark is one of the greatest competitors to not wear a belt yet. And I know for her jokes about me a year ago, saying like, "Oh, nobody wants the belt more than Roca," Clark now understands. She wants that belt. The thing is, you can talk casually about this until you don't have a belt because you think it's in the future. And once that future keeps going and you still don't have a belt, you get hungry. And I can see it in their interactions that they want another run at this belt. And I think you.
He brings up a great point, which is Riley has nothing
Clark
to lose.
And Mark We're veterans. We've been there before. Some of these young teams haven't been under the lights.
It's
Might
the Harloff
help.
argument.
And I think that's where they have an advantage, even over someone as seasoned as Makuga and his.
And we've seen what's
All right,
happened
looking
with
forward.
Harloff.
It's already, we're not going to go through second and
Well,
third
and
round.
now it's a
Give it
title
predictions
shot.
quick.
Give predictions.
Okay.
We don't
Yes.
want to,
We don't have to break them down.
Yeah,
all
we're
the way.
not breaking them down.
I'll just give you out of the ones that I chose. So I'll give you what my tournament looks like. So I had top 10 going up against Blofeld's Cat. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say top 10 pulls that one off.
Okay.
I think, it's going to be an interesting lot of shit talk there. Then we got Team
He
Trek.
thinks critically
I think
acclaimed.
that I picked also against
Action.
Against Action I picked. So I would go ahead and I'm going to say, man, it's a tough one, but I'll say that Action. I'll say Action wins that one also. And then then we'll have Action versus top 10. I think top 10 will pull that, and I got top 10 going to the finals. And then
Good for you, John.
Thank you.
And then I got Wolves of Steel going over against Makuga and whoever he's playing with. And then, like I said, I got critically acclaimed. I've got critically acclaimed beating Wolves of Steel.
Okay.
I think
Oh,
the
yeah.
end for Riley.
Hear that, Matt?
There, unfortunately.
Shut up,
we've
Chris.
got Nerds Watch versus
And Matt just
6 Degrees.
unfriended
I got
me on
Nerds Watch,
Facebook.
and then I have Nerds Watch versus
Yes.
critically acclaimed. I got critically acclaimed. So my finals, I have critically acclaimed facing top 10.
Ooh.
Shot.
That would be
Sorry,
great.
John.
Ooh.
I got critically acclaimed taking this whole thing.
John,
Yeah.
that could be a
Interesting.
big matchup with William Bibiani in the finals. A little bit of
What if
revenge.
John
What do
doesn't
you
have
got?
top
I
10
think
winning?
there'd be no greater poetic justice than if Bibiani and I face each other in the finals match for a shot at the titles. Look, I've got, like I said, I got myself beating Real Rejects. I have us beating Blofeld's Cat barely. I do have Trek winning. I have Action beating Trek, and I have us beating Action, absolutely. The young fighting off the young lions as we go into a shot
So
at
we
the
have the
title.
same bracket so
Yeah,
far.
pretty much,
basically.
yeah.
I got Wolves of
Exactly, yeah.
Steel. I do have Wolves of Steel beating critically acclaimed or late to the party. I mean, I know my heart says late to the party, but I know my brain says critically acclaimed. I do have Nerds Watch beating DC Movie News. I have Nerds Watch there against Wolves of Steel, and I have Nerds Watch beating Wolves of Steel. I think
Ooh.
Rachel Cushing and Ken Knapsack
Ooh.
are an incredible
Top
team,
10.
and I would be incredibly proud to face them for a shot at the title.
But you got yourself going
Interesting.
to the
Got
I
yourself
do.
going?
I will.
Well, of course,
I
you're
will.
going to the
As you
fucking
would not.
All right.
title
Well, mine's about the
match.
same.
Beating in my team.
To look at,
John
I
is
do have you guys
like
in action in the
110%
finals.
wrong.
You mean critically acclaimed?
No, I'm just talking about in the finals for that
Finals for
bracket.
that bracket.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
that bracket.
It's an interesting
young,
bracket.
Young versus not necessarily old. You're young at heart. That's right.
Sure.
You and I have got some gray in our hair, right? No, actually, you're better than me. You're good. I don't even have hair. But those guys, those action guys, they like you said it. They're the young lions
Yeah.
entering the cage, and they want to be. They're hungry. They love pointing that out.
They do.
I'm gonna go with Action in the finals.
Okay.
I'm going Action.
Ooh.
Respect.
I think they might have. I don't. They might get in your head, man. They have a way of doing it, John. Way of doing it. They just don't
You
care.
got top 10 going to the finals. Wow.
I have Action going to the finals. On the other side, I said I got critically acclaimed going all the way. I'd love to have some confidence
Who
in
do they play?
myself.
Who do they play in their finals? of the bracket?
I'll say Rachel and I think we
Okay.
match up better than we even think against Sam and Drew. And then I think DC. I love what they do, but I've seen Kalinowski now mess up in the big matches.
Yeah.
So I think if I can calm
They have-
Rachel
they
down
have
and we
three
can
completely
focus, I
different
see
brackets.
us versus Action and a rematch from a match a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then we'll
A
just have-
great match.
Well, that's a big bracket there. And for you guys out there, too, we have been doing brackets over the last couple of years, but we're going to do it again this year. What you guys have to do is Schmoedown 2017 at gmail.com. Make sure that you put your brackets. You see those brackets there? Fill it out, scan it, submit it back, and the first person who gets a correct bracket, I will look at the time and when it's submitted. Whoever gets the first correct bracket will win a prize that will be announced at a later date.
16 teams in this tournament to win a
Probably
lot
a
of prestige
Blu-ray.
and then win the chance to go against the Patriots for the Team Schmoedown title. It is beginning. Get your brackets in, like Christian said. I want to thank my guests for coming in today.
4
The
minutes
special edition
left.
of Inside Schmoedown. John
Inside Schmoedown.
Roca. Got yourself going all the way.
Absolutely.
Where can they find you?
Listen, you can find me at the Roca.
We're gonna
Says. You
get
can
the
find me
teammate
picking
to
the dirt
Makuga.
out of the ground. Because see, when you wear a nice suit, you get all coiffed, you get all manicured. You don't know what it's like to get
It's gonna
dirty
pop out of
and
the-
gritty and have barbed wire and broken glass in your guts when you're going for the title. And I don't think
That
Team
sounds
Action's
healthy,
got it in
Roca.
them. Not yet.
You do
Not
that
yet.
every day?
I need to lose
Yeah.
a couple more.
It's already beginning, Christian.
Well, you can find me studying because I got a big match in about a month
You do.
from now against the best of all time, Dan Merle. So that I'm going to be
Ooh,
watching
Roca did
this
not like
tournament.
that
I'll be
comment.
enjoying the tournament. I'm thrilled that I'm not in this tournament, but I will be watching it as much as a fan as I will be watching it as a commissioner. These are some of the best teams.
He
Best
has a lot of
competitors that
work
we
to
have,
do.
all
I'm
facing
glad
against
he's
one
not in
another.
it,
It's
just
going to be an
because
absolute
that
treat for us.
would
It'll
be
an absolute
insane.
treat for you guys, I promise. Enjoy it. Go on over to the Facebook page and start. You want to get brackets. You want to start having conversations. You want to get in your fantasy draft. That's the place to go. It's the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page, as well as the Schmoedown Rundown, which the guys Aaron, Frank, and Brian every week have a full breakdown of everything going on in the world of Schmoedown. It's a great primer.
And you can check out the Schmoedown Record.
Absolutely, guys. The tournament starts. Get your
sorry,
brackets in. Follow me. So we'll see you also Thursdays, as always, on the Collider
3 minutes
Facebook
left.
page for Inside Schmoedown. That's it. Get ready to Schmoedown. The tournament is starting.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes
Might be a promo.
Real. Give me something good. We're friends now. Directors is okay, but really I feel like horror should be on here. It would be better.
You know what should be on the wheel? Has been.
Hi, Brienne. How are you?
Good, but you know what? I'm a
Cinematography
little
is now-
upset because you've turned us down. You're sugar, we're spice. I think it would have been a really good combination.
No, it's very nice of you guys to ask. I'm flattered, but I'm on my own. I'm independent, and I don't really want to join the Misfits right now.
Well, that's a big mistake because I'm going to be taking you down in the Schmoedown, Ultimate Schmoedown.
Yeah,
But you know what? I think I have a plan. We're going to do this earlier.
we're gonna do this
We
earlier. Are we?
We are. Ladies,
What's that?
Oh, it's
Oh, it's
got
the glow
Jackie.
people.
Hi, girls.
oh,
Yeah.
Just me.
Hi, ladies. Well,
From
it's,
Glow.
yes, you have a plan, but if you know anything
That's the
about
glow
me,
match.
Brienne, you should know that I always prepare. Ladies.
Oh.
oh, that from Glow too.
Hello from Glow.
It's never.
What
I've
do you know?
never been less happy to see you. I actually am pretty happy. I love him so much. I'm not happy. Who's this chick?
Oh, you know,
This
Clark.
is Clark.
That's
Yes.
Clark.
The winner.
Yeah.
Clark.
Hey,
Clark.
oh, girl, I'm going to eat you up like a Clark bar.
What?
Clark sounds like bark. Like a dog, I'm going to make you my bitch.
Oh.
You didn't know, baby?
Oh, let me see.
didn't
Let
know?
me see.
All
What do
day.
you got?
I
There it is.
slay.
There it is.
So much talk, but not enough game.
You know,
Winner.
I think
I just want to say
Winner.
I'm really happy Kia's on my team.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think you guys are onto something. You know what, ladies? All this talk, it's useless. Let's settle this in the ring.
Useless this. I heard when you called her sugar, you spice is fun. Sugar causes diabetes, which is a problem in my community.
I cannot argue with.
lady.
I can't argue with you, Kia. I cannot argue with that.
Solid.
That okay. That was beautiful.
See, the problem was
Oh,
you
wow.
already fat if you're part of the group, but that was amazing. But
Okay,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The video was fine. It was good. It was a good little announcement. You know, sort of refresher of the brackets, get us some preview of who's fighting who, yada yada yada. That last 2 minutes was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. Yeah.
So wait, I'm wondering, is it going to be a 3-on-3 on Friday? Or is it just going to be the Glow match? Because it seems like Brienne and Clark.
I think how this is gonna work is. Wait a minute. Crazy idea. Crazy hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
So the 4 ladies from Glow are actually competing in the match.
Yes.
Team match. Clark and Brienne host.
Oh, maybe. I mean, we've
I
seen
would-
Clark commentate before on matches, so we know she's done that. And Brienne, I mean, she's a host by trade, so, you know, we know she could do it. So, yeah.
I can see that
them,
happening.
I see them maybe being more of the Tom Dagninos, the managers, and the hype people.
Because if it's a celebrity match again, the questions are going to be really easier for Brianna and Clark compared to
True.
So
Yeah.
it wouldn't be. I would think that Chris is correct that they are the announcers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That would be really cool. It would be funny. They go for it.
Oh no, go ahead, Clark.
I was gonna say that it would be funny that Brienne gets a commentating gig before Tom Dagnino. That's
Well,
poetic.
that's what you get when you're still a likable personality.
Yes.
But,
Hey,
ha ha ha! I'm not even sorry,
LB,
Kearns.
LB right here.
I know.
That's
all,
what I'm
all,
smelling.
all the LB, right here. Come at me, Lions Den. But you know, and here's the thing too. Yes, there wasn't necessarily any new information brought about in this episode, but I have to say I appreciate getting to see the perspective behind it. So, to be honest, I'm glad I watched this.
Same.
Yeah.
But
it's always good to watch these previews. I mean,
it wasn't a
we
waste
saw
of
this
time.
last year. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, I was just as happy when last year's came around because, some of those bracket predictions were nuts.
The infamous cat, was from that video.
Yeah, I know, because John still never pissed on a cat, so
Well, he doesn't work at Collider anymore, so we'll never find out.
Yeah, but here's the thing: as a man of my word, he should be held accountable as a man of his word. I'm just saying. However, that's about all I've got. So, assuming everyone's good,
I think we're good, bro.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please give a like, give a comment, do it on their page, do it on ours. For Take Productions, I'm Chris Doman. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.